back to Exploring Whiskey. Tonight we're going to Heaven Hill for one of our favorite, we love to hate. We
Super excited to try it until you try it, and then you're either really happy or disappointed.
You're happy or you're not, yeah. It's the new Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, the A125.
Elijah Craig releases 3 of these a year. So there's ABC, it is January, May, and September are the 3 that they release.
Yep.
On average, we don't tend to care for A. Just going to state that. A's never been the one that's really been the wow. Sometimes a B.
Yeah.
A lot of times a C.
A lot of times a C, yeah.
So I don't know if they are doing that on purpose, but between the one of us, we always try. You got to try it and see, because something might be magical about it.
I'd love to be able to like instantly go back to my text messages from A124 last year. As soon as I bought it, opened it, I texted him. I was like, mother.
He wasn't a happy guy. In what? B523 was the first one that dropped the 12-year. All of them used to have a 12-year-old age statement. They wanted to be able to play a little bit more and you know, be a little bit older, be a little bit younger, be able to change the profile. This is 118.2 proof, probably one of the lower proof points.
Yeah.
And 10 years and 7 months. So
that was close to the A124 as well. The whole playing with the year thing, come on, they've done it. They've gone up, what, twice, I think.
I believe they were over 12 twice. The oldest one was the C923, and was amazing.
What a pour.
They always have the same mash bill. That's kind of what they do. That's Elijah Craig, so 78% corn, 12% malted barley, 12%, 10% rye, sorry. Price-wise, pretty good value. If you can find any of them, they're usually 70 to 80 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
For a full-proof bourbon or a barrel-proof bourbon, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Larceny's in the same ballpark, but it's a wheated bourbon. You may not like it, you may like it. We've had better luck with the A releases of Larceny barrel proof.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Than the Elijah Craig, but had to give it a shot. So let's see. Getting a little earthiness.
Mm-hmm. Which is scaring me.
So there's a little touch of sweetness.
Yeah, there's some brown sugar on the back there.
There's a peanut note. I mean, the Heaven Hill peanut note is definitely there.
It's not too
but it's more like an earthy version. So like raw peanuts, like not roasted yet.
Yeah.
Something like along those lines. Not overly sweet, not a strong age note to it, not yeah. It's not bad, but it's not a lot coming off the nose.
Yeah.
Baby touch of cinnamon.
There's your earthy
baking
note.
Spice, earthy note. I want to say cherry, but it's not cherry. It's almost more like a Swisher Sweet cherry, like a tobacco cherry. You know what I mean? Like not like real cherry, but cherry flavored.
Yeah. It's like this cherry and a raisin smashed together.
I could see the raisin. I could definitely see that.
But the earthy note, like it's why is it always there on the A's? Gosh. It's not as bad as the
It's not as bad as last year's.
But it's still so apparent.
Because you really want to get nitpicky. Like you could almost say a slight wet stump note.
Losing.
Like that earthy note is almost to the point where it's like a wet stump, wet wood type, like rotting, but not exactly. Like that's over.
Yeah.
That's exaggerating it.
But we're not going to charcoal filter. We're going to wet stump filter this bourbon into your mouth. Here we go. It just lingers on my palate. That
earthiness.
That boiled peanut. It could be shells.
It could be. It's like I said, raw peanuts. Like maybe not even cleaned off, like a little bit of dirt still sitting on them. Who knows?
Yes, maybe warmed up in your pocket. That's about it. These weren't
Not
roasted.
quite roasted, just pocket warmed.
But then after sipping it, you go to the palate and it's so much sweeter.
The
on
nose?
nose.
Yeah. It's close, which makes me feel like B might be a miraculous. Like, they just seem to build like on their through the year.
Yeah, it's like the simple syrup, really sweet. It's not quite brown sugar, but it's
not quite, but it kind of is, and
mm-hmm.
it's like a hint of brown sugar, and I don't really know how you do that.
And then like it's either corn husks or raw peanut, whatever. Yeah, it's that earthy.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Mm-mm.
It's just like, it's okay. Like, this is the close to a 5, I think, that we've had so far.
Yeah.
Like, it's right in that ballpark. All right, let's see what water does to it.
This is 2 years in a row of me going, A is just not a place to be.
Doesn't like it. It just doesn't. It doesn't hit. It doesn't live up. I don't know why. I don't know why they torture people with that. Like, why release it if it's not going to be...
What's the process? I mean, it's the same. Nose is better.
I thought that for a second, and then I got that earthy note again. I'm confused. I think it's better.
Slight cakey note.
A little bit more cinnamon.
There's ethanol, though. It's coming.
Yeah, it's kicking off a little. Let's see what a sip does. Well, that is flat. Like, that is... There's no nuance to it. It's just, I get a little cinnamon, I get a little earthy, I get a little nut, and it's just like all the way across. Palate to finish is exactly the same.
Yeah.
That
Stale,
got really flat.
Raw peanuts. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Did you say stale?
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly it. It's stale. That's
like,
weird.
It's been like, what's this Glencairn of whiskey? It's been sitting on my bedside table for 7 days.
About 7 days, because I am still getting some ethanol here. There is ethanol. There's no question about that.
But no, that's the first thing that came to my.
But yeah, hours.
Was stale.
Like, just sitting out for hours, and it kind of like lost a lot of the nuance.
Air did not
do
the right thing.
That's a great definition of that. An unfortunate definition, but very accurate. And it wasn't great neat.
Mm-mm.
Water made it just way underwhelming. Let's not prolong this.
Okay.
This particular release, we're just talking, so not all Elijah Craig barrel proofs are made the same. We've had a handful that are just magical. There are some private selects that are great.
True.
But every once in a while, their barrel proofs come out. So we're specifically talking about A125. How would you rank this one?
Oh,
I have a number if you want me to go first. I'm very comfortable going first.
Mine begins with a 4.
Me too.
I'm thinking like 4.7 is what I was thinking.
All right, you're slightly. I went 4.8.
Okay.
I had that locked into my head. This is a 4.8, especially with the water. The water totally just blanked it out to nothingness, and it's blah.
Yeah.
Very disappointing, mediocre barrel proof bourbon.
Yeah.
It's mediocre.
It takes away all of the other things that you mentioned at the beginning, like the bang for your buck.
Oh yeah.
Just diminishes like crazy with a little bit of water.
The proof and the price point and all that kind of stuff. The age, this is almost 11 years. This is 118 proof. It's $75. All of those things sound magical.
Yes.
And then you taste it and you're like, eh. And that's about the best I got for it.
Yeah. Eh. Like, you put this against a rare breed's going to blow this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely correct.
So many other. I don't want to split hairs. There's so many different ones you could. I love Elijah Craig.
Then you'll get a B and a C, and you're just like, oh,
that's where I want to be, baby.
Same why there's so big of a variance between these, I don't know.
Yeah.
Very odd.
I don't know why. It's these guys and bookers need to just dial in. stop it. Stop doing so much. Just dial in.
Agreed.
Reset.
Agreed.
Whatever needs to happen.
Do it. Do it once a year. Do it twice a year. Whatever you need to do, release a better product fewer times a year.
Yeah.
I think that would make more sense.
Yeah. Maybe more of a better product would be, I don't know.
And I'd be willing to pay the $90 or $100 if it were a 1 or 2 times a year, but always tasted like a C923.
Every year, $100, easy. Here, take my money.
You would have, if it tasted like a C923, I'd pay $100 for that every year and be a very happy person. If you like content like this, where we review Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A125 and maybe aren't huge fans of it, we are going to give you our honest opinion of our palates. Everybody's palate's a little bit different, but this is how we experience what we're tasting. That's what we do. We do it for either whiskeys that we find from wherever they're located around the world. We do it for cocktails. We do it for pre-made cocktails. We do it blind flights. We do all of it. And we really appreciate you supporting us by liking this video. That helps it get shared across the YouTube world.
If you stumble upon us for the first time, we're not usually this. We're usually pretty. We're way above the 5s. Check out our blind. We did a good review of the blinds post 12 year, and we're honest. Yeah, link that up there.
I'll link that right up here. We did every three barrel proofs since they dropped the 12.
Yep.
And a private select got thrown in there.
Yeah, private select in there just for that.
And we did it totally blind, and it turned out almost exactly as we expected.
Yeah. But yeah, we're doing those kind of things all the time. Cocktails, whiskeys from all over the place. Honest reviews. Yeah.
Okay. So on that, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.